Hi guys, my name is Jordan and we're here today with Matt in Time Tunnel Records. Today we are going to be interviewing Matt, ask him a couple questions. How you doing today, Matt?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. It's a wonderful day. We all woke up this morning, so it's always a wonderful day.
Always a good day.
We're just gonna ask him some questions, briefly run through about the business that you run today and, how you started it and what inspired you, all those wonderful questions. So let's start with, what should our viewers know about your company?
Well, I sell music and, movies and mostly LPs and CDs and cassette tapes even, but when you come in the door, it's not like you're just coming for music. You're coming for an experience, knowledge, and it's not just musical knowledge, but, it's a place where you can exchange and talk about ideas and, social issues and things that's going on in life. So.
And what I'm getting from that is, bringing great energy and, having some love and support through the small businesses, as well as everyone just being able to feel welcome coming into your business, which is always awesome for anybody else. What makes Time Tunnel Records special?
To me, it's my baby. I kind of put everything into it. Every record that's out, I put out every poster on the wall and CDs and everything. It's kind of like, a reflection of the things that, so when you walk in, the records are on the wall, and those are reflective of things that I like, or the posters,
right.
the music. It's not just things that I randomly
pick and choose,
right?
Right?
So it's kind of like
a history to most of the things that are in here,
yeah.
Which always makes it awesome and what makes it special, especially Time Tunnel Records for sure. What did you first become involved with this business?
I opened this business in 2014. I started because I felt like it was time for this area. I live in this area, so I felt like, well, there's no record stores and
Right.
nowhere to go buy music, and I had an abundance of LPs and music, so I figured it was a good time to do it. I used to work in a record store in the past, so I got knowledge and learned how to operate and run a record shop. So I felt like it was, time for me to do it, and I don't see any brothers out here
Doing it.
So
And I definitely applaud you for that, and congratulations. I know this has been open since 2014, but congratulations to you and the growth that you have managed to become, coming in with Time Tunnel in your community, showing your community that everyone else can do it. And I think it's absolutely awesome that you said, you didn't see anybody black-owned record or CD or movies, anybody in general coming out to open that in their own community, and you
Right.
did that for others, which is awesome. Which kind of ties into the question, you might have answered this just a little bit. How exactly did you start the business? What made you want to start this business?
Just a love for all things musical, and being a musician myself. I just kind of always loved music. When I was a kid, I used to put on my father's records. Isley Brothers and Isaac Hayes records and gospel records. So that was always part of my life. So.
Bringing music and from being personal to business
Right.
Is what made this business grow.
That's right.
And what inspires you?
Oh, man.
I know it's a hard question.
A lot of things inspire me, but I'm inspired by people who are motivated and on the move, and like yourself, doing young people doing things and trying to make something fresh happen. That inspires me, keeps me going.
And I can tell you're an inspiration to me as well. So it's a not a tit for tat kind of thing, but we learn from each other and we are inspired by each other, which makes growth within each other and within our community, which makes us all better. It's just more growing is always the best. Who are your influencers?
Oh, one of my main influences is Prince, because he was all about self containment, like doing the best that you can do, and
Right.
being in control of your own destiny, and besides my parents, he was like a main influence.
That's one person.
Musically and just just the thought that owning your own, us owning our own and doing for ourselves first.
Right.
That's very important. So.
And some people don't learn that to put yourself forward.
Right.
And recently for me, I know a lot of people have talked about working around for other people, corporate places and things like that. But one thing, putting yourself and owning your own business is completely different from working for somebody else. It makes you a better person.
Absolutely.
It grows you for sure. And so Prince is definitely one of my influences as well, just for, I don't know the word exactly, but just to show self and to, remain humble within yourself while building your businesses and doing things that you also want to do for yourself. Is there any advice that you would give to anybody going into a record label business or maybe just some music that you might want to give them some?
As far as like owning a business like this or doing something similar, you can do whatever you set your mind to. It doesn't have to be this business, but you can put yourself in a situation. Go out and learn how to do things. Surround yourself with positive people and humble yourself and just be willing to learn. And
put your best foot forward.
Put your best foot forward and sometimes take a risk, and you never know what good's going to come from it. So
and most people might not understand, and I own my own small business as well, is you put your best foot forward, you're going to fumble sometimes, and it happens, but that's the best trait of owning your own business, because you can say that you did it yourself. What are your goals for this business in the far future, maybe even tomorrow? What are your goals?
I'd like to expand and grow and have more. I don't necessarily want to have another shop like this perhaps, but just maybe perhaps like a mentorship of some kind,
guiding someone into
and helping to guide people, young people in a direction that they can, like having an intern like or something.
Which is awesome. I think that's great too. That's one thing that's what I want to do too, is focus on mentoring others, focusing on what you can do, not what you can't do, and building more and more things. One last question for you, Matt. What album or vinyl do you recommend to our viewers?
Oh man, there's a few, but I recommend.
Can you show us?
This one in particular, because I just got it. It's brand new. And it was recorded in 2010. It's called Welcome to America.
Look at that.
And on this album, Prince, it's a socially conscious record, and he's saying things that are currently kind of, it's like he's speaking on things that have happened in the last 10 years, So he recorded it then and he put it on the shelf because he could do that.
And he's using his.
It's like this music was made for the time that we're in right now, and socially and racially and just economically, all those things are talked about in this record. So.
And does this record remind you, like you said, what's going on then and now? Does this record, if you listen to it, or if any of our viewers were listening to that, do you think it's going to throw them back or give them a realization of what is really going on or what could be going on that you don't know about?
Well, I think, musically, it's a throwback album in a way because it has like a 70s vibe. It's got like Curtis Mayfield kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
And that kind of, it's like real, just like, funky and,
fun.
But it's fun, and he's also saying things that are relevant to the times,
Right.
And, kind of trying to give people upliftment as well. There's songs that are uplifting and, trying to kind of give people positivity, even though we're going through these things, there's still hope, that we can be better and have,
Going through, and musically, that's something. This record here is something that will speak to us musically, like you said, with the time that's going on, and you have to really listen to that to hear what's going on and feel that.
A lot of that music right now. A lot of music is not geared toward
talking about
positivity or making people feel good. So it's good, that the elder put something down.
It in there
he left it for us to check out.
Gave us some blessing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Matt. Well, thank you so much for letting us interview today and inside the store today. We really appreciate it. Our viewers, you're more than welcome to find more about this business on east2westshow.com. Thank you, guys.